Hello, this is another tutorial by Squarespace Do It Yourself. This one's a real quick one on how to style horizontal rules. Also, horizontal rule is one of these blocks, or if you're in your page editor, right there, it's called a line, and it's basically just a line used to separate content. So if we go to Cordier, that's it right there. You can use it to pretty much separate any horizontal content. They don't go vertical, which is kind of sad, but they will. That's basically how you would do it. Horizontal rule. Bad thing is in Squarespace, they're pretty much always gray. You'll notice in the style editor. Um, I haven't checked every template, but pretty much every one I've ever used, there's no option to color the horizontal rule. They're just always gray, which is sad. So you'll see no horizontal rule. So how do we change this color to match whatever color scheme you're trying to hit for your site? We go into custom CSS, and somewhere in here, let's pop this up in a new window so we can see what we're doing. We will want to do something SQS block horizontal rule HR color. All right, so basically what we did is we're saying any block, any horizontal rule block with a horizontal rule inside of it. We probably could have just done this, except for then we'd have to toss importance on the end to override the default of gray. And it's just a bit cleaner code to do SQS horizontal rule block, the horizontal rule inside of it. And we've got to change the color and the background color. I'm not quite sure why we need to change both. Normally, you would do just the background color for a horizontal rule. I'm guessing it's the way that Squarespace code builds them, the way the platform or the template PHP builds them. So basically, that's going to color it kind of a brownish color. So how do you choose your color? If you don't have something like Photoshop or Illustrator or some sort of program that's going to allow you to enter in a CMYK or an RGB color and do this, we use hex colors, and there's a nifty little hex color. You can basically just Google hex color online generator and basically take your pick. A lot of them have little color picker things. Colorpicker.com. And it doesn't really matter which one you use. But most of them have something kind of Photoshop-ish like this, where you do that. And then that gets your RGB values with your hex colors right there. So you want the code, the hex code is the code with the hashtag in front of it. You can also enter RGBs and do some transparency stuff with RGBA. So if we did something like RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.3, here on line 110, oops, there we go. Can't have the hashtag in front of the RGB. So that's going to give us a gray, but what that actually is, 000 is dead black, and this is 30% opaque. So if we had some sort of content, or if we changed our background color or something like that, that's how you would do a transparency, is the 30% of RGB. But that's pretty much all there is to changing your horizontal rule color in Squarespace. If you wanted to get more specific and have different rules for different sections, you could do something like this. Like if you wanted to have a red one here and a gray one there, I don't know why you do that, but if you wanted to, you can use your handy inspector. And how I did that is I right click, inspect. You'll have to have your developer tools in your browser on to do this, which you can do window developer tools. And you would get your block ID for whatever block you wanted to change, if you only wanted to change one. And your ID block hyphen is always going to be your Squarespace block ID. That's how you can individually style any block in Squarespace. And you would do something like this. Make sure you add the hashtag in front of it, because that's going to be the ID of your block ID. Do some and basically we have what's called nested style. So this is saying this block ID, the Squarespace block within it, horizontal rule, we're going to color this color. Let's make it so that we can actually see what's going on. 35, 76. I'm just picking random colors here. No, actually, let's go back to the this way we can see what we're doing. Okay, so the reason that this did not change the color is I have my syntax wrong. So I've got already a class of horizontal rule block, SQS block horizontal rule. So since this ID is the same level as this class, we've basically got to go this ID with and this class. So you notice that changed it to the gray. But if we go in here and we add another one that doesn't have that block ID, got one brown and one gray. So that's basically all there is to doing either one or all of your horizontal rules in different colors in Squarespace.